All right. So, decided to go and take a walk, clear my head, an eventful morning, and decent snow, not too bad. Just to contemplate on a few things. The battle I just had, it was a crazy one. Normally, when I have these battles, it's a sign of things to come. Yeah. So it's kind of like an anomaly that appears in your consciousness. Sometimes I told you that your consciousness can be used against you, and I told you of that moment in the previous video to this one. When you're just waking up and you're gathering yourself, your consciousness can start to actually make you sick. So you have to be careful at that point when you're just waking up, and that's when you need to fight the best. Because if you're a religious person, that's when you're waking up before you're fully awake, you grab your Bible and start reading that, because you don't have a type 3 conscious ray gun like I have. So because I have a type 3 conscious ray gun, I use that as a form of, it's a substitute for prayer and meditation and that. Of course, in my mind, it's just an organization of conscious densities and that. So it depends on what your mind is focused on. Your mind can be focused on many different things, but some things are prominent. So for the prominent things, I decide what is prominent. When something becomes prominent in your mind and it's not you who's dictating the phenomena, then you fight against that. You develop you take your concentration away from that phenomena, and you create another phenomena to fight that with. And that's what the type 3 conscious ray gun is about. Yeah? So with my type 3 conscious ray gun, I do intense work, I meditate really hard, and to actually form that ray gun, to use it to fight any phenomena that's developing in my mind, because your mind is the battle station, it's the center of everything. Everything that you're gonna do to help your body is centered around your mind. Even the placebo effects depend on what's going on in your mind. So you have to use that effectively to fight something off. Because when pain develops in your mind, you take yourself away from the pain. You have to look at the pain and deduce where it's coming from. If you just hit yourself, then that was the pain causing event. And you take yourself out of that by removing the object that just hit your arm or your leg or whatever hurts. So there's other pains that develop, and you look around and see what was causing that. And when you find it, you take yourself away from that. That's how you deal with pain. But the sensation of pain appears in your mind. And when it is a sensation that is, it has no obvious cause, then you have to fight it in your mind. You have to develop ways of taking your attention away from that and developing another form of thoughts that can challenge that and take your attention completely away from that, because that is a mystery pain. I'm just explaining to you how the placebo works, because they have a way around that. They have a way of fooling around with your placebo so that it doesn't work. So the work I do in strengthening the mind is useful. It's another narrative, if you like. And the way I look at narratives, there's many that work. So there's many narratives out there that you can use and get success in life. And there's many people who are doing Eastern stuff, Eastern mythologies and New Age crap. But if it works, then it works. So look, there's a snowman. Yeah. So you know that's life, and we have to be positive anyway, and look at the positive things of everything that happens and what goes down. Even when the snow is coming down, don't look at it as, oh man, I'm gonna slip and fall everywhere. I never did that once. I never actually slipped and fell once. So I was quite proud of myself. It was like black ice. It was treacherous. It just laid itself down, blanketed, and they haven't put any grit in it yet, and everything is slippery and it's uneven. But you got to focus right, you know, and concentrate. And as you're concentrating on walking in the snow, you take your mind off other things like the pains that you have. So even walking in the snow can be pleasant, a pleasant thing for you to do in your life. So yeah, so it's a shopping trip and exercise at the same time. Kill two birds with one stone, and then come back alive. Anyway, enjoy this one if you like.